Tropical rainforests. They are warm and wet. They get about 200 to 400 centimeters rainfall annually. It's about 25 to 29 degrees Celsius there, and they can be found on the equator. You can find rainforests on Asia, Australia, Africa, South America, Central America, and Mexico. They have millions of species, including 5 to 30 million unknown species. There are 4 layers in the tropical rainforest, starting with the outer, the emergent layer, the canopy layer, the understory layer, and the forest floor. The outer layer, the emergent layer, has the smallest number of large trees. It withstands hot temperatures and strong winds. You can find eagles and such things like flying foxes as the picture shows. The next layer is the canopy layer. This is the second from highest. This is a primary layer. The trees are 34 to 45 feet in height, and the trees actually grow on one another. You can find parrots, macaws, hornbills, or spider monkeys. The second to lowest layer is the understory layer. You have birds, mammals, insects, reptiles, and predators, leopards, frogs, boa constrictors. You have the most vegetables and shrub area this. They get about 5% sunlight, and you have small trees. The final layer is the forest floor. This gets about 2% sunlight. It has plants and swamps and water. This is where you have your large animals, such as rhinoceroses, apes, and gorillas, and crocodiles. Savannas. Animals' largest plant and earth mammals. They get 30 to 50 centimeters rainfall annually, and their temperature is 24 to 29 degrees Celsius. They are very tropical wet and have dry climate types. They have great diversity, over 400 species. Trees are scattered, widely spread, so that the canopy does not enclose, like in the rainforest. Savanna means land with both grass and trees. Lots of grazing animals, such as grazing animals from Lion King. Deserts are dry and arid. They get as hot as 50 degrees Celsius, and you even have cold deserts that are negative 30 degrees Celsius. They have very sparse rainfall. Plants and animals are adapted for water storage. You have types of plants, scorpions, reptiles, and nocturnal animals. You have 33% land surface that is actually a desert, and the sand only concludes to about 2% of the desert. Here's a rattlesnake in an enclosure that demonstrates it in the desert environment.
He's posing.
Do you know what the top 5 deserts are? Well, number 5 is the Gobi Desert with 1.3 million kilometers. Number 4 is the Arabian Desert, coming in at 2.3 million kilometers. Coming in third, the Sahara Desert at 9.1 million kilometers. Number 2 is the Arctic Desert at 13.7 million kilometers. The number 1 desert is actually a cold desert, the Antarctic Desert, but it's not that much bigger than the Arctic. It's 13.8 million kilometers. Temperate grasslands. Here it rains often, winter is cold, negative 10 degrees Celsius, and summers all the way to 30 degrees Celsius. Plants have grass and forbs. Seasonal droughts and fires. animals such as bisons and wild horses. You have rich agriculture for the grass to grow, and you can find these in North America, South America, and Africa. Tundra, the coldest, harshest biomes. 20 to 60 centimeters rainfall annually. Cold winters, -20, and summers ranging about 10 degrees Celsius. Animals include large grazing caribou, reindeer, bears, wolves, foxes, and mooses. It is bitter cold there and have high winds to 50 to 100 kilometers. And of course, there's no trees. But plants do include moss, grass, and forbs. But what's unique here to this biome is permafrost, which basically is the frozen earth underneath it to inhibit anything from growing there like trees.